Me opening the gym is probably my biggest accomplishment, I think, because, well, firstly, it wasn't done alone. It was done with my wife. I didn't finish school. I don't have a business degree or anything. And, saving all that capital and then, taking the plunge to do it, and not knowing if it'll work, I'm not a gambler, right? Like I don't partake in playing the pokies or going to the races or anything, and I don't mess with stocks or crypto because it's not like I'm against taking chances, but it's scary. And the day before the gym opened, I'm not even making this up, the day before the gym opened, we found out that we were pregnant with Atlas, our son. So it was like, oh man, this has to work now. It has to work because shit, we're going to have a kid in 8 months or whatever, however many weeks we were when we found out. So it was, and I think I'm secretly pretty proud of it because I think we only ran at a loss. I mean, like you run your own business, you help people run their businesses. So a lot about this, that a lot of small businesses fail in the first 1-2 years. Whether it's a small business or a big business, not many, if any, businesses run at a profit from day one, right? I'm not talking about recouping the investment. I'm not talking about recouping the startup costs, but I mean, just not many businesses from day one cover their overheads. And man, I think we only ran at a loss for the first 3 months, I think.
Wow.
I think it was either at month 3 or month 4 that I remember I was like, I made $5, and luckily we've never had, obviously things have gone up and down, but we've never since that month had a month where we've taken a loss. And then, so that I think I'm quite secretly proud of, but even more than that was surviving 2 lockdowns. And the first lockdown happened when the gym was less than 2 years old, so definitely easily a business crushing time, especially with it being a full contact sport and a gyms got slammed super hard. Okay, I didn't do it all alone. The government did a lot of stimulus packages and stuff, but I think
there were plenty of businesses which went under in that time.
That's right. So I think, and like you mentioned at the start, there was a huge amount of support from the students, but even that was I actually sometimes get a little bit jaded about how I see sometimes other people, things, businesses do well when they execute it so poorly. I'll give you an example. So during the lockdown, there was landlords still charged rent, but you had no way of generating revenue because you couldn't run your classes. So our approach was, we said to our students, look, we're going to change the product that we sell, right? We no longer sell in-person classes. We sell like Zoom classes, and we're going to have pre-recorded techniques that'll be uploaded, and then once we're allowed to go to the park, we'll do outdoor workouts and all this sort of stuff, right? And then we said to our students, if you want, you can retain your full membership, you can pay a reduced membership, or you can pay no membership, and you're still going to be part of the team, and you're still going to have access to all this content anyway, right? And a lot of people continued to pay. Some people didn't because they lost their jobs, but they still came and did the workouts and everything. And so that helped us be able to pay rent, right, during the time the business was closed. Where this gets to me saying I get a little bit jaded is I know of one gym, which I'm not gonna mention who it is, but there were multiple gyms that through lockdown they just ghosted all their students. Like they just went on silent but kept charging them their memberships, right. And just there was no communication about it. I know one gym that said to their student, the student went to him and said, look, I've pretty much lost my job. I can't keep supporting the gym, unfortunately, so I'm going to need to stop the payments. So first off, this gym wasn't offering them anything in compensation while the gym was closed. They were just taking the payments. And the gym said, okay, that's no problem. However, post-lockdown, when you want to come back and train, you're going to be charged a joining fee, and that joining fee will equal the amount of money that you haven't paid during, and I see this shit. I don't know, man. This stuff just like rubs me the wrong way. Like seeing all these poorly executed, or just even morally wrong things, as far as I'm concerned, morally and ethically, like not okay. But they still do really well, and I don't know, it kind of annoys me a little bit. I feel like it's like putting a dark stain on the sport that I love so much. But yeah, surviving COVID was, the government helped, and the student support was amazing, and and I'll be forever grateful for that, and I always try to give back to the students. I think after we came out of lockdown, we did like a big social get together that I catered and everything to try to thank everyone. And but the gym's now 4 years old, and it's probably, I guess, together with my wife and creating a family and stuff, but that be the biggest accomplishment.
Yeah. I mean, you did so many things to adjust. It wasn't just those outdoor things. Like sometimes you try and have an outdoor class at nighttime, and then we're going to go to some rugby field, and like, no, this is a private area. And I'm like, gosh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we
need to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you were there that time, weren't you? We got kicked off this rugby field, and we ended up, and I think it was around about,
the golf course.
Yeah, it was winter-ish, so the sun had set super early, and then the ground was wet, and we were just standing in the middle of a fairway on a golf course and working out. It was, and sometimes we did some watch parties in the first lockdown, like we would all jump on Zoom and watch jiu-jitsu matches and chat about them and stuff. So tried to do a lot to stay.
When the lockdown ended, you still wanted everyone to be able to compete, and there were no competitions on, so you made your own comp for the in-house comp.
Yeah,
as well.
We did the internal competition, the Pineapple Cup. You could win a pineapple. Got another internal competition coming up on Saturday. That's more of a punishment competition, though. Like the Pineapple Cup was there's no competitions because of social distancing. They're not allowed to have that many people in the one venue. Let's do an internal competition. It's also going to be a good way to get the whole team together because we've all been so isolated. Let's do that. And so that was like a reward thing. This upcoming competition, this is punishment for people not doing because regular competitions are back on, and not as many students as I would like are participating in them. So I said, fine, we're going to do an internal competition. Participation's mandatory, but you can win a banana, or rather a bunch of bananas you can win.